Uganda. It's yet another edition of Sports Galore here on UBC. This is the 14th of August 2017. In every edition of Sports Galore, it doesn't get any better, but this edition as well has an interview. But before I let you know about what interview we do have a lot on our local sports, including the CHAN 2018 qualifiers. Of course, Uganda played over the weekend, playing against Mavumbi Team B of Rwanda. We do have a lot as well on our international sports, including Roger Federer losing to the young German in the Montreal finals. Mo Farah accusing a section of media for trying to destroy his legacy. Of course, Usain Bolt bids farewell to track. Of course, he won't be participating anymore in any activity on track. Barcelona losing to Real Madrid 3-1 in the Super Cup. Of course, this is the opener of the league in Spain. And of course, a lot of news around the Premier League, what happened over the weekend, who was stand, who wasn't. Of course, the Premier League is always full of surprises. And of course, Chelsea were the team to be stand by Burnley, losing 2-3 on Saturday. And of course, Manchester United leaving it late, winning 4-0 against West Ham. All that in this edition of Sports Galore on this Monday, the 14th of August 2017. But before Santos joins me for this edition of Sports Galore, of course, I'm your host, Alice Namatovu. We do have an interview from the organizing committee, a representative of the NSSF KAVC championship that will be here in Uganda. Levin Ashaba is here with us. Good afternoon, Levin.
Good afternoon, Alice.
You haven't been here before, and I think this is my first time.
I think it's my
first time to see me. Yeah, sure. Of course. Tell us about the NSSF KAVC championship that's going to be here in Uganda.
Yeah, thank you, and good afternoon, viewers. The NSF KVC International Volleyball Championship is a convergence of the top teams in the region, in Uganda and East Africa, when they converge in the celebration and in memory of the founders of KVC Volleyball Club in Uganda. So this weekend of the 19th and 20th, we expect teams from Uganda and the region to converge in Lugogo and compete for the top awards, thanks to our main sponsor, the NSSF. So the championship is on this weekend.
Okay, you have the championship going on this weekend. What are the teams that we are expecting?
We have invited and we have confirmations from the local teams. Let me start from home. We have several men's teams from Uganda. If I may mention a few, we have KAVC, the hosts. We have KCCA, we have Matrix Volleyball Club. We have a team from Barara, that is the Western Volleyball team. We have Air Force, we have Uganda Prisons. And on the ladies' side, we have quite a number of them as well. We have KAVC, we have VVC, we have KCCA, we have a SPOR Volleyball Club. And we already have confirmations from foreign teams in the region. From Rwanda, we have APR, men and women. We have the defending champions, that is unique, the University of Kibungo. We have RRA, that is Rwanda Revenue Authority. We also have a team from Kenya, Aspire Volleyball Club, and those are the defending champions, ladies. Yeah. And their men's team is also coming. We have a confirmation from Rukinzo, that is from Burundi. We also expect a team from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania.
Okay, The Ugandan teams, of course, the dominant team here is KVC.
Yeah, sure.
In Uganda. Yeah. What do we expect, knowing that we do have a lot of foreign teams that are coming to participate?
Yeah, the technical team is in preparations. The preparations are in high gear. We expect to present stiff competition against the foreign teams that are showing up. Of course, on both men's side and the women's side. So the training has been beefed up. And of course, as usual, as a KVC, during this championship, we also bring on our institutional players that don't play for KVC in the league. Okay. So we bring them on. Then we also have an addition of the professionals that are playing outside. And those come in to beef up the local teams to bring on stiff competition against the foreign teams.
Okay, it's on the 19th to 20th.
Yes.
At Lugogo Indoor Arena. You only have NSSF as a sole sponsor, or you do have other sponsors that have come on board?
NSSF
it's quite a bit expensive to run the tournament for 2 days.
Yeah, sure. NSF is the main sponsor. And tomorrow at Lugogo we shall have a press conference unveiling the package. But on top of NSSF we have other partners that are on board that come in to support. We, for example, have Palisa Agro Processors. We have Case Medical Center that brings on the medical part, the ambulance and all those emergency comes. And then we also have TASO, Uganda, and quite a number of them. We expect a package from Renzori and so on.
Okay, this year's editions, is it any different from all the other editions you've had before?
Usually, in every edition, we bring on something new.
And what's that something new this time?
This year, we have, just before the finals, we shall have a community fitness workout that will be led by Fitness for Life. Okay. So we shall have everybody come on stage, come and work out, just to emphasize our theme, which is championing community health through sports. Okay. So we want everybody to come on and do a workout to show how you need to remain healthy through sports.
Have the draws been done already?
The draws will be made on Friday, the 18th, during the technical meeting that will be held at Uganda Olympic Committee offices in Lugogo. Okay. And during that technical meeting, that is the time we...
Volleyball has their offices also at Lugogo Arena?
Yes, the federation has an office in Lugogo as well. Okay. But we shall use the Uganda Olympic Committee for the technical meeting. Yeah. And during the technical meeting is when we highlight the tournament regulations, when we make draws and fixtures, and they are published to the media and the entire fraternity. And then we also distribute to the games, the different venues during the technical meeting. On top of the Lugogo Indoor Stadium, we have other auxiliary venues like Makerere University Business School, Nakawa. We shall also use Nambole, Mandela National Stadium. So that is all done in the technical meeting when we communicate to the teams.
So you'll use Nambole. You will also use the Lugogo Arena, but of course the semis and the finals will be at the arena.
Yeah, the arena is the main court.
Okay.
That's where we shall have the semi-finals and finals.
Okay, so in these 2 days you have all those teams competing. Is it from morning to evening, or it's a certain time? Because I remember the netball championship was here and it was starting at 2 o'clock onwards. Are you starting early in the morning, or are you starting at a certain time in the afternoon? What's the schedule like?
The games on both days.
If I want to come and watch.
Yeah, sure, you need to know. And the entire volleyball fraternity and all the fans need to know that games will start at 8 a.m. on both days. Okay. On all venues. However, on Sunday, on the second day of the competition, the main concentration will be at the indoor stadium in Lugogo, where we shall have the semi-finals and finals. Okay. But all games start at 8 a.m. in the morning throughout the day, up to around 6 p.m. in the evening.
Okay, your closing remarks, sir?
Yeah, we would like to invite the volleyball fans please come and enjoy volleyball this weekend on the 19th and 20th of August. Come and enjoy, watch the competition between the top teams in Uganda and top teams in the region. Of course, remember, the competition in Uganda has raised, of course, it's so up. Recently, we beat Kenya in
Zone 5.
In Zone 5. So we expect the Ugandan teams to show a big competition this time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Levin Ashaba, for being here at UBC. Hope we will see you again after this competition so that you can be able to tell us more about the activities you have on the volleyball calendar, especially for club. Yeah, sure. Please also don't miss. Come and watch the games. I will for sure. I'll be at Lugogo, but not on the 19th, but on the 20th. I will be there. Sure, we shall be grateful. Come and enjoy the games. Thank you very much. Thank you too. Stay tuned to UBC, where we inspire Uganda. Ronnie, Santos, Buine will be joining me shortly with what we have on our local sports, including the Chan 2018 qualifiers where Uganda played, and of course there was a lot of other stunners around the African continent, including Ghana playing against Burkina Faso. It was a thriller. So stay tuned to UBC. Ronnie Santos will be joining me shortly.
Catch a glimpse of the best music hits, ones and twos. Music for the moment right here on African Bank Express. Feel the groove.
I am confident, charismatic, and spontaneous, with the aura that is not about to burn out yet. In fact, I'm so excited. I mean, come on guys, look at my face. In fact, I'm about to break out into a song, but I'll save you guys the horror because my voice... Hello guys, my name is Drago. Join me and Zuleika as we unveil for you Uganda's A-listers in a way that you've never seen before. Every Thursday, 9:30 p.m. This is Chilling.
Your fashion, style, design, trends and appearance to the society. Catch up with your latest fashion tips, personalities and more in the Fashion Climax show. The Fashion Climax, here for style.
And we did have an interview from the organizing committee, one of the representatives for the organizing committee, Levin Ashaba. We do have the NSSF KAVC International Volleyball Championship here in Uganda on the 19th to the 20th of this month. Why don't you at home and everybody who enjoys watching UBC, especially Sports Galore, go to Lugogo, support the Ugandan clubs that are going to be playing against clubs from the region, including Kenya, Rwanda, Sudan, and Tanzania. Ronnie Santos is here with me for this edition of Sports Galore. Pirota, I know here, but Santos, aren't we going to have a blast?
No.
Why not?
Are you asking about Otai?
No. Aren't we going to have a blast?
Oh, no, we shall,
on the
of
show?
course. No, we are going to, it is going to be okay.
Okay, how was your weekend?
I had one of the best weekends.
I saw you sending pictures. You were in Barara.
Yeah, my sister was celebrating her birthday, so.
I can't
And I
believe
was
it.
the guest of honor.
You were?
Yeah.
Wow. Santos, besides you being guest of honor, we do have a lot on our international local sports, including the very good game that Uganda had over the weekend on Saturday at St. Mary's Chitende Stadium. Uganda thrashing Rwanda B, Namatovu B, 3-0. But of course, it was a day for Uganda upcoming stars to remember.
Actually, I was today in one of the morning shows I had. Like, we are praying Rwanda, maybe simply because it is illegal not to pray them. Some teams don't deserve to be prayed to.
Yeah.
Like Uganda praying South Sudan, like Uganda praying Rwanda.
Come on.
It is never competitive at all.
Yeah.
Well, they had a good game, but of course, Uganda praying Rwanda. What did you expect? 3-0.
You expected a thrashing?
Of course, because that is no threat in Rwanda, really.
Images on the screen, I think that was the Rwandese team playing at St. Mary's
That is,
Chitende.
I think, training now, warming up.
Yes, it was a warm-up, and of course, not very good words from the coach, Antoine Hey, who claimed that St. Mary's Chitende is an international pitch that's not internationally maintained.
I want to agree with him. This is a new stadium. If you can see the ground, it is not good.
It's not well maintained.
I managed to step on, and I think we still have much to do.
Yeah.
But however, I give a credit to the people who are managing it.
Is this artificial turf or natural grass?
It's natural grass. But if we can have some two other Ugandans who can do a such, activity, facility, it will be good. But of course, in Rwanda, they have got very many facilities and good facilities.
Very good pitches.
So to me, I think it was a challenge to them. And when the coach is speaking to that, I have to listen to him. I cannot tell you why we did have that game in Chitende, whether we were promoting
Yet we
it
could have done KCCA or
maybe Nambore. Why not Nambore?
The crowd was too small for Nambole. You can see Chitende was not filled to capacity.
Yeah, this game was not publicized, and secondly, being far, St. Mary's is far away from town. People are used to, people, for instance, someone in Mukono going to Chitende.
Yeah, Entebbe Road. It's
and
quite
when
a journey.
Some people, when they don't hear big names, when you talk of
Rwanda.
big names here, Ghana, Senegal,
Talk about Egypt.
Uganda is going to play Egypt. Arsenal fans will come to watch El Nini.
Yeah.
I will go there to watch
Liverpool.
Salah.
Yeah.
I know. So it is hard for someone to leave Mukono or
To
maybe
come
to
and
leave
watch
to
Uganda playing
Nansana to go to Chitende.
So Nambole, you think, is more centered?
More centered, and secondly, people consider jam in town, the traffic. Going to Chitende, being on a highway, Entebbe Road, it is always busy. I don't know how they would do it.
You can see the empty gaps in the stadium.
Yeah, that is VIP anyway. Few people can qualify to sit there.
It was only 30,000.
30,000 here in Uganda. It is much money. Yeah, for you, maybe
normal.
for you and me, and maybe no more. but people, very many people actually finds it very hard, especially in Kampala.
Yeah.
So for the numbers, it was very small.
Okay, numbers small. Regardless of everything that happened, Uganda won 3-0. So we are waiting for the return leg.
I want first of all to give a credit to the coach, our local coaches.
Yeah.
They have shown us what it means to, trusting our people. Let us not think that for us we cannot manage. Moses Basen and Fred Kajoba, they have proved to us, yes, they can. They have to.
This is only one game.
It is one game,
There
but
is Egypt to come.
so what if they had lost that one? What would we be talking now?
Yeah.
So to me, the way how they feel, they made the selection. You are a boy. Shafiq Kajimu. I wonder why this boy has not been playing. Shafiq Kajimu, he looks so soft, very nice. He makes football very easy. If you are watching football with Shafiq Kajimu, you
Savio
can...
Kabuga also back in the team, FIFA president, going on Twitter to give his credit to Savio's services in the game.
Yeah, I want to first of all to say thanks to Savio also. You know, he got a very big injury. That 2.5 years injury, it is not easy. Very many people have failed to maintain that. When you get a such injury, you go off, as in you forget and you actually dump football down.
Did the same.
But I want to tell you,
seen him back.
Savio Kabugo got that injury. He had to go on keeping, you know, football is his garden. He's not a doctor or a journalist like you or me.
Yeah.
As in, he got money, or he has to get money from football. Having 2 years down, not playing football means you have no money. But maintaining life here in Kampala, whereby he has no house, he has to rent and maybe do other stuff. To me, I think that hurt. It is one of the reasons why he's back, and he's going to perform very well. Like you saw him, he performed very well. He's a very good defender, we all know that. He will work on his fitness and maybe you will see him better.
Santos, we did have other CHAN qualifiers around Africa. South Africa playing against Zambia, drawing 2-2. Uganda, of course, played against Rwanda 3-0. Burkina Faso, 4-goal thriller in that game, drawing 2-2 against Ghana. Comoros, a surprise for me, playing against Namibia. Namibia losing 2-1. Benin also was another surprise, defeating Nigeria 1-0.
Yeah, in Africa it is very easy. When a team is at home, it is 95% to win.
Come on. Comoros was one of the teams that Uganda first ever defeated away from home.
Allow me inform you that Comoros at one moment won Senegal at their home.
Yeah.
So if they can win Namibia, then that's not news. For them, they won. They will tell you they won Senegal.
It's not their A team.
But
A and B are quite different.
But you know, look here, they won.
Cape Verde's first team is not the same as Cape Verde B.
But they won the B team as well.
Yeah.
As in Senegal, rather Comoros A won Senegal A.
Yeah.
This is B winning B.
Yeah.
So to me, well, it is a big challenge.
South Africa still going strong against African giants.
No, South Africa, for me, I have no word for them because for the past 10 years, 20 years, they have money, they have everything, but they are doing, what have they done? They have nothing like a medal. They hosted CHAN, no news. They played, actually, they hosted World Cup.
Playing against Zambia, we would have thought that would have been a difficult game, but it was a draw 2-2.
Zambia is one of the countries that are developing at a high rate in Africa. By the way, I regard it as the best.
Yeah.
Check here, they have won the under 20 CAF. They are the champions. Under 20 African Cup of Nations. Their team under 20 went to the World Cup and played the semi-finals. That was so big. It is the team, the country actually.
Africa
A few
Cup
years
of
back,
Nations
yes, they have got good players playing in Premier League, playing in Europe. I was watching a game yesterday, actually. Yeah, yesterday but one, in the Australian Premier League. They have two young boys, Mwepu Enoch Mwepu and Patson Daka. These guys are very, very good. Patson Daka came here with the under-17 team that played Uganda. They thrashed Uganda home and away. We were like complaining, this boy is all this, but trust me,
he's young.
We had boys who played almost at his level. Shaban Mohamed, he's now in Alua.
Yeah.
This boy is in Europe. Actually, the news I have is going to Barcelona. You remember in the under-21, actually under-19 Champions League, they are the champions. This man is a champion. They won Barcelona in the semi-finals. They won Benfica in the finals. They are the champions of under-19. He has a medal.
Yeah.
So when you go back to drawing board, what is the problem? If we played against Patson Dak, rather Mohamed Shaban, he played against Tumwesije Flank Zaga. These boys are still at Chitende. This boy is in Arua, you know, cruising in a primo that he was given by, I think, FUFA.
Yes.
He's enjoying. He sees it is now high.
Forrester, in fact.
Trust me, we still have problems. So Patson Daka, he earns more than 7,000 euros a month.
Yeah.
He's playing. Actually, he's the New York Red Bulls Salzburg. They have a team in Australia. That is Salzburg.
Salzburg, yes.
In that one of Australia.
Red Bull Salzburg.
Where Sekaja played from. This is where the boy plays, but he's now in the academy. It is called Liefering. So this boy is good. And if they still have more, check their league, how their league is performing. That's why many Ugandans are in
Zambian
Zambia.
league is quite strong.
In Africa, it is among the 4. They have got their
So
2
you have
teams.
the South African league, you have the Ghanaian league, Nigerian league,
And Egyptian maybe.
Egyptian league.
But Zesco, rather Zambia, is big. In the last 4 years, there are 2 teams, Zesco and Zanaco. They have been playing either in the quarterfinals of Champions League or quarterfinals of CAF Confederations Cup. This year, they have a team. Zesco, they are going to play CAF Confederation Cup quarterfinals. They will be playing, I think, Platinum Stars of South Africa, Super Sport of South Africa. Check the Egyptians. It is only Al Ahly, Zamalek. They are fading. In South Africa, Mamelodi Sundowns, you saw them struggling against KCC here. Matches, they are still on, but maybe if KCC was
They
a
are
bit...
still defending champions.
I somehow say, maybe if KCC was Zesco, maybe Vipers, maybe the Mamelodi would be down now. But however, South African football is not going to develop because they have got whatever it takes to develop it, but they have failed.
Santos, Azam came here in Uganda on tour, and they have been playing the likes of Odumparaka, AC Villa, KCCA, and now they have a game this afternoon against Vipers in Chitende.
Yeah, this is good for Azam and East Africa people.
It's good for Uganda too, the clubs as well. This is like pre-season for them. The league is almost starting, and why not play the giants of Tanzania?
Yeah, this is very good, and trust me, the clubs that have played with them, they have gained the match.
Yeah.
KCC played them. They made, I think, 1-1. Yeah, 1-1.
Yeah.
They played URA. URA was slashed 2-0. Yesterday they played Onduparaka. Someone told me Onduparaka would be the champions of the Uganda Premier League.
People love Odumparaka with a passion, but they don't know they are on a learning curve.
True that. The way how Onduparaka started, it is not the real Onduparaka now. I one day saw one of the presidential candidates putting on...
talking about Odumparaka, they are making changes to their squad every now and then. Shaban is stripped of captaincy. He's not the captain of the team anymore. When he went to South Africa for trials, everything changed.
I want to tell you one thing, my friend. I always tell people, when someone is poor and you give him 500,000 shillings, people will know that this man has got money. But when a rich man gets 2 billion on his account, no one will know. So these guys are desperate. It is new to them.
Desperate?
Of course,
Onduparaka players
it is new for them.
Going to South Africa for trials.
No,
Anybody can go for trials and return.
No, not that.
But surely Shaban is their best player.
No, I'm saying they are desperate on this. You need to understand me. They came in the league, actually slightly performed well. Now they thought they are gods of football in Uganda. They are signing every player.
Being in the finals of the Uganda Cup.
To me, I thought they were going to maintain their team, adding like 2 or 3 players, or even not, just promote the ones you have. Now they are going to change the team. Wait for the news.
They've changed the team. Shaban is not Shaban anymore. He's not captain of the team. He's actually demoted to B team.
Oh, by the way, Onduparaka was going to finish among the top 2 teams in Uganda Premier League this season. Do you know why? They played the first round very well. It was neat. But in the second round, now they started, let's bring Okuti. Bringing Okuti from KCCA, they took him to Arua. This is the boy who is born in Arua. The boys in Arua, the guys who are playing in Onduparaka, they knew him. I mean, the difference between him and them, it was because he played for Uganda Cranes. Simple. Then when they brought him to Arua, they gave him much money. He earns more than these young boys. These are the boys who have made it. They are earning little money. You bring Okuti as a hero, you pay him much money, he's not performing. That was the problem.
The CV is not the same. Okuti is national team player.
Even if we have seen Wayne Rooney going to Everton, why didn't Everton?
B team player.
Why didn't Rooney go to Barcelona? He's the captain of England. Why didn't he go to Barcelona?
Of course.
So those things are considered. We had divisions now in Onduparaka. That's why the boys didn't perform well. But however, I want to give a credit to the management of Onduparaka, keeping on map, keeping on, actually, they are always in news. I mean, they are current. If you want a current team, you go to Onduparaka. The strategy is nice, the foundation is nice. and hopefully they will perform well. They got a very good striker. I don't know whether it's only me who believes in him. Karim Ndugwa is a very good striker if he's given time. I think that boy can deliver. And Atondu Paraka maybe is going to play. They also had a young boy actually. He's a cousin brother to Shaban Mohammed. He's called Ezra Bida. That boy is, we have gold in that boy. That guy is very nice. Bida. He's a young boy, around 18 or 17. He was in the national team under 17, but he was not given time because I think he was playing with the number he was playing. It was played by Hassan Senyonjo. So we have young boys who can make it here. But teams in Uganda don't actually trust and believe in our young boys. It is not until KCC and Vipers brought in Zaga. Actually, even Zaga at Vipers, he was being mishandled. It is not until KCCA Mutebi brought in Alan Okero and we started talking on our social media, whatnot, saying, but there is another young boy in Ichitende. Oh, lo, he's called Zaga. When that boy came in, he's the man to watch. So we have other young boys. There is a young boy at Mbarara City. He's called Lahewa Brian. He's a nice boy. There is another young boy also at Mbarara City. He's called Salim.
So if you look at the league this year, when the open of the league this year, you do have Mbarara. You have Maroons that are also having their problems. I think about three weeks ago, yes, there's Pius Obuya, who is 19 years old. 3 weeks ago, Maroons lost, they had a resignation of their CEO. Last week, head coach also resigned. Asaf Mwebaze, yes, also resigned as head coach of that club. What's happening? Odumparaka having issues, Maroons having problems. The league this year is going to be full of surprises, or you think it's going to be SC Villa, Express, Vipers, KCCA on show again?
It's quite absurd that in Uganda we don't take football as something big. And by the way, football is one of the most expensive industries in the world. If I was maybe one of the people who decides, I would invest in football heavily than I invest even in any other sector.
So if you got $1 million today, you would be able to buy a football club?
Yeah, no. How do I make it? I can do like what Mr. Mulindwa has done, Mr. Lawrence Mulindwa, building a facility. That stadium, it is on his land, he will eat money until. But anyway, on this note of Maloons, being a prisons club, this is a government-sponsored club.
It's an institutional club and it's purely managed by government.
It is so bad. They are actually among the teams that one would trust, that when you play for Maloons, you are 100% sure you'll get your money.
You get paid.
Too.
On
Their
time.
facilities
You get paid
are okay,
on time as well.
But it is so embarrassing that they are now resigning. They are resigning because they are seeing some loopholes. When you tell me Neymar has left Barcelona,
This is what the coach said. Asaf Mwebaze said.
Asaf.
He said, I came here, had my challenges. I think I do not have any other challenge to take on at the club. This was his statement. But when you come from the big league, joining Azam Premier League, don't you think that's a big challenge enough for you to maintain that team in top flight football in Uganda?
Yeah, it is, and maybe they did not listen to him.
Maybe there's problems behind closed doors that we do not know about.
Oh, you know, this man actually has been their god. You remember one day they fired him. He's the one who brought Maroons, who was their head coach when Maroons were playing in football, in league. They went down. When they went down, actually, they fired him. They got relegated. He came back and brought them back in the league. So maybe when he came, he proposed to them maybe a budget. Maybe he wanted some players and he was not answered. So the option is to leave the team.
We go straight to what we have on our international sports, starting with the Rogers Cup in Montreal. Roger Federer was playing in the finals against the big German, the young German that everyone is looking at today to becoming one of the biggest players in the world when it comes to the WTA tour. And indeed, it was a different call. Roger Federer was playing in the finals, but it was a surprise. It was Zverev in the finals, and indeed, he walked away with the title.
Yeah, this is international. Roger Federer got a problem. You know, he has not played before that game. He had not played since July. So he was claiming he was injured, and secondly, he's tired. He told you actually after the game, in an interview, he was like he was feeling better before the game, but when he played like some minutes, actually after the first quarter, he didn't feel well, and what followed was losing. But he's still actually claiming he might not play. There is another tournament.
There's the US Open coming up.
He might not play it because he's saying he's going to make a decision in the next few days. Meaning, if he misses out, then maybe Rafa Nadal will be in control. Because I think
Rafael Nadal lost to 19-year-old Canadian in the semifinals. I think Shiplova. And of course, what was at stake for those two was the #1 ranking in the world. There's a few points. Andy Murray was is still world #1, but of course he was defeated earlier in the tournament. He won't be. There is the #1 spot at stake at the moment.
Yeah, the #1 is to be between Rogers and Rafa Nadal. But he still has a chance, though he lost yesterday. If he can play very well in the next week, I think they have a tournament. Yeah, in the next week's tournament, he has a chance to compete and win this. But Alexander played very well. This young German at 20 years, beating Roger Federer, who is 36. I don't know, this time it is age now, because we saw, actually, it is not age. These big people are losing.
We've seen Agassi do this all through. We've seen the likes of Sampras still going strong at the time when Roger Federer, Rafa Nadal, Andy Murray were youngsters.
Yeah, you know, it is news because the big man lost. If it was another person, we wouldn't be talking about it. But Roger Federer losing to Alexander, this boy read his cards well before the game. He came well prepared. His reading was nice, and finally he got what he wanted. I think it is a big credit to the Germans. They are happy. But we wait to see what Roger will do in the next tournament.
So Mo Farah in the 5,000 meters at the IAF almost closure of the tournament at the IAF in London. It was a very big surprise for us, for the Kenyan, to win 5,000 meters finals. Of course, Mo Farah second, getting a silver medal, but there has been surprises every day. Jamaican team, the 400 meters times 4 times 400 meters relay, Jamaican team was a no-show. You have the 100 meters relay finals, Usain Bolt also a no-show in there, Mo Farah in there. Is this a lot of pressure on these people who are called some of the legends in the world, or basically it's time for them to say goodbye?
It's not time for them to say goodbye. Like Mo Farah, he was actually claiming, for him he tried, and he had planned to win the game, but it failed. He was saying the media is part of the reasons why he's not performing well. Actually, he was claiming that the media, you know...
Team Jamaica is also claiming the same, saying Usain Bolt got the injury in the last, the finals of the 100 meters relay because there was a lap of honor for Mo Farah in the final that delayed everything. Then they were put to wait for 40 minutes, warm up, wait, warm up, wait, warm up, wait. He says it got to him and he could not concentrate anymore. And the English media are good at this.
But to me, I think journalists have got nothing to do with...
There's the man on the screen.
Yeah,
Usain Bolt.
At 30 years, he's retiring. He was asked if he can, if we'll consider, coming back. He said no, he's not among that.
There's too many youngsters in the business.
And by the way, the young boys are reading hard to make them down, because you saw what happened to Mo Farah. He was defeated. Usain Bolt being actually lost. It's not good. But of course, he said what he has done, rather that losing one event will not cost or will not affect whatever he has done.
There was 100 meters finals that he lost to Justin Gatlin. Then you have the relay whereby Jamaica was thinking, okay, let's get some
he got injured.
Out of this.
He couldn't make it. But you know, with Usain Bolt, someone who has won 8 Olympic gold medalists, who has won 19 medals. I think he deserves much.
Yeah.
And when someone is talking about Usain Bolt, we have to say respect. I saw very many people coming up to actually say
Pouring
praise.
their tributes,
Yes.
Including some of the athletes around the world, Boateng brothers, Beckham.
Do you know what he
Neymar
said?
himself.
Do you know what Bolt said?
Yeah.
Just his last word was like, even Muhammad Ali lost his last fight.
Yes.
So that's not news.
That man you see right there on the screens got injured, and it was not a good image.
Actually,
for
they
all
are
of us.
saying it will affect him. You know, there is a very big match on 2nd September. Manchester United legends will play Barcelona legends. Bolt is not a legend on any of the teams, but he's a very big fan.
He's a pure 100% big fan of Manchester United.
So, yeah. So they were saying he was actually invited. He's most likely to play in the Man United legends. So this injury might affect him. We pray he gets well soon.
Super Cup yesterday, Real Madrid playing against Barcelona. I saw you making your comments on Facebook. Not nice to every Barcelona fan out there, but it was a game that had tremendous goals. Of course, the man with the show that always has a big show, Ronaldo, did score in there, a penalty for Lionel Messi, and then an own goal by Gerard Piqué. What a game it was.
Yeah, a very good game, but wasted by the referee. And
then a send-off for Ronaldo.
Oh, yeah, but also Ronaldo should be blamed. Me, I'm not blaming Ronaldo on any other thing, but trying to push the referee.
The referee, yes.
At his level, Ronaldo have got very many followers, including me. When you push, what are you teaching me? But however, the referee against Barcelona, that's not news. You saw them against Chelsea, what the referee did to them. You saw them against Arsenal,
Saint-Germain as well,
giving Van Persie that brand red. I don't call it a red card.
And then also Jens Lehmann as well, who got a red card. I think also playing against Barcelona.
To me, I believe Barcelona without referees are no way. It is a normal team.
And then also the problems we saw in the semi-finals. Sorry, not the semi-finals. I think it was the quarter-finals. Paris Saint-Germain leading 4-0.
The offside goal for Luis Suarez. That fake penalty for Luis Suarez.
Yes.
So to me, Barcelona is like any other team. Without the referees, they cannot do anything big.
So, Santos, do you think the legacy at Barcelona is shifting? The blame is shifting. Is it because they don't have the credible coaches like they used to? Do you think Ernesto will be able to stamp a mark on that team?
Yeah, Barcelona's problem is not the coach. Barcelona has always
Enrique failed. Yes, he did deliver as a coach, but when it came to earning his respect with the players, it was not there, and the same thing is happening.
Yeah,
Ernesto has no respect.
Barcelona, they didn't play bad. They played well actually, but because they lost.
Do you know the only thing that's keeping Zinedine Zidane at Real Madrid is the amount of respect these players have for him as a coach?
Oh yeah, true that. But in this case, Barcelona, they are used to winning. We have seen them win. We also, actually, we have a very big percentage of people who want Barcelona to win at any cost.
Yeah.
Because of very many reasons.
Can't be like that.
One, maybe they support the club. Two, people, betting. Many people put their money on Barcelona knowing they will win at any
when
cost.
You're playing against Real Madrid.
So, no. They have been the masters of this game. Against Real Madrid, they lost. But they played very well. But because, there are some incidents why we have to talk about this. That penalty, to me, it was a penalty for Barcelona. Kylian Navas somehow touched on Suarez. That was a penalty. Then secondly, that red card for Ronaldo. It was never a red card. It was never on my observation. Then a penalty for Ronaldo. But the referees cannot allow you go on to win Barcelona, especially when you're already leading 2-1. The referees are expecting maybe the Barcelona to equalize. To me, I have a feeling, not as a journalist, maybe like a fan now of any other club, of an opponent. I have a feeling.
So was that a penalty to you?
Yeah, somewhere, because Suarez was slightly, there was a contact. Me, I have a feeling Barcelona, they have a very big team who are purposely employed to talk to the referees. I'm not confirming this,
Yeah.
but it is my observation. It is my thinking that Barcelona, like you see, we are employed here to do sports on UBC TV. There is a very big team at Barcelona, purposely employed to talk to the referees.
Why would you say something like
Because
that?
I have
it's a
been
very big accusation.
No, it's not. It is my own.
It's your own assumption.
Yes. It is not for UBC or any other person. It is on me. Any blame, let it be on me. Because I watched Barcelona playing Chelsea.
People
Remember?
used to say Alex Ferguson used to intimidate referees.
Yeah, true. Even that's why you see Man United of these days are suffering.
They say Jose Mourinho at Chelsea used to intimidate referees.
You know, sometimes I want to agree. When
He comes to you and say, look, I cannot afford to lose this game.
we are not confirming this, of course.
Yeah.
But you see,
But it's your own observation.
The reason why I'm saying this, I watched Barcelona play Chelsea a few years back. You remember that game where Drogba wanted to fight?
Yes.
Then I watched a game. Actually, I never supported Arsenal in my life, but that game, Barcelona against Arsenal, I was supporting Arsenal. Do you know that? Do you remember Arsenal won, scored?
Yeah.
And Arsenal was taking over, but they made sure they reduced. They made sure Arsenal players were
Arsenal
reduced to 10.
against Barcelona
That red card
always-
of one pass.
Yeah.
It is among my worst moments in supporting football, because I was at least supporting Arsenal on that day. Then forget that game against PSG last season, that Suarez offside.
Champions League
Check the
quarterfinals.
penalty they gave them. Lol, it can only happen when you are playing,
you're playing
against
against
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
So yesterday, Barcelona played very well. Ronaldo came in as a substitute, scored a wonderful goal that was very important because Messi had equalized. And you know, scoring after Messi, you have to do what he did, putting
So
off his
shut
shirt.
off.
Yeah, show people that you are bigger than him.
Yeah.
He scores the penalty, but you have scored a sander. It is it's so fun, rather so bad that Ronaldo won't play the second leg. I don't know whether they are saying they're going to petition the red card, but again, I was reading according to
I
the
think
Spanish
he
news.
will have to about 12 games that he's going to miss
Yeah,
with the red card.
yeah, they're
of
saying
course
they're
it's
going-
because he attacked the
Yeah,
referee.
they're going to give him another ban. They will give the Spanish football. They will sit
Anything is possible with Real Madrid. Anything can be overturned with Real Madrid talking.
but this time round it is against Barcelona, so it is not easy.
Santos, the Premier League started over the weekend last week. Friday, Arsenal played against Leicester. It was one of those games whereby you're thinking, oh my God, it's the same old mistakes that Arsenal are doing all the time. They came from behind. Leicester is one of those teams you're thinking, okay, when you're being a team that's headed by Ranieri, you're thinking, okay, they can defeat Arsenal. But then this time, it was different. Arsenal came on coming from behind, and Giroud was the man that got the winner.
Yeah, but Arsenal played very well, though their defense lacked some Holbein. I don't know whether he read a pass, you know.
Arsenal had about 11 players that were missing that game, including Ozil, Cazorla, Mertesacker. You had all these players that were not in that team.
Yeah, Arsenal, they need to sign some players. I still believe they will need to sign another striker possibly, because it was not until Giroud came in and Aaron Ramsey.
So Lacazette scoring on his debut.
Yeah, this is news for all the Premier League fans, because Lacazette scored,
Lukaku scored.
Alvaro Morata scored and created a goal.
Lukaku scored as well.
But Lukaku was...
Everton, Wayne Rooney scoring on his debut as well, back at Everton.
Yeah, it's good, but I think Lacazette is a good player. Starting on him, someone who's...
Santos, we were here about a month ago, 2 months ago, and you told me Alexandre Lacazette does not fit in that team.
No.
And now today you're telling me Lacazette is a good player.
Let me make this clear.
Yes.
He's a good player, but not Arsenal's level.
Yes.
But at Arsenal, since they are playing Europa
Arsenal
League,
bought
maybe...
him.
Yeah, because that's what they can. That's
what
they
they
can
can
manage.
afford.
Because why didn't they go for Neymar? You want to tell me Lacazette is bigger than Neymar? No.
Of course not.
Why didn't they go for him? So I'm talking about Arsenal that won the Premier League unbeaten. It is only Arsenal that has done that. I'm talking about Arsenal that it is a team that has never won Champions League.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about Arsenal that wants to win the Champions League.
You're talking about Arsenal that has been very unlucky playing against teams like Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and
It is
Arsenal
not being
have been
unlucky.
unlucky.
No. Look here.
In
Manchester.
the finals, they played against Barcelona. The year before, they played Bayern Munich. Remember, Jens Lehmann got a red card like 10 minutes into the game.
Let me tell you.
And then against Barcelona, it was the same thing. So I would...
let us first agree on this. Not saying they are unlucky because they played Bayern.
Yeah.
So if you want to be lucky, don't buy Lacazette. Hey, buy Neymar, you play Bayern and crash. So if you say they are unlucky, there is nobody favoring us at all. They are the ones who go and buy high school boys.
Yeah.
Because you want to win the league. You want to win the Champions League.
94 goals for Lacazette. Surely, do you think he's not good enough for Arsenal?
That's why it was only Arsenal who wanted him among the top teams. Only Arsenal wanted his signature. Man United never wanted him. I want Arsenal to compete with Real Madrid, Barcelona on signing a player. For
Like
instance,
Lacazette.
there is a player on market, Aubameyang. Go and sign Aubameyang. I will tell you, you have bought a player. Lacazette, to me, well, he can come and perform, but trust me.
So the league, Chelsea losing 2-3 against Burnley at Huddersfield by Saturday night. We're top of the table with 3 points, thrashing Crystal Palace.
I like that because on Friday there was one team ahead.
Yeah.
One team on the log.
Yeah.
On Saturday we had another team.
So this time, you have Arsenal, you have Everton, you have Manchester City, Manchester United, and then the surprise in there is Burnley and Huddersfield.
But of course, the usual suspects will remain Mourinho,
Yeah.
Guardiola, and maybe, if possible, Wenger. For Chelsea, they have a very big problem. Diego Costa actually called an interview, called a press conference, talked to the journalists,
So do
told
you
them,
think
I want to leave.
Antonio Conte is actually playing the reverse psychology game on Diego Costa?
Conte has a problem. Having won the league, he thinks he's the
bigger
solution
than
of
the
all the Chelsea problems.
Yeah.
Selling in a manager match, first of all, that was a very big
huge
problem.
mistake.
Then another one, Diego Costa has been their man. It is very easy. It is very bad
You
to
swallow your
forget.
pride as a coach and say, look, I need
Yes,
this
yes.
player. He's big.
Me, I
He
told
scores
you.
goals. He delivers.
I think I told you one day. I think we are not here. If I was the head coach of a national team or any club, and I have a star in my team and he slaps me before the
You say thank you very much.
behind the doors, behind the cameras, I will make sure if he deserves to start, he will be my first player on the sheet.
Yeah.
Because check, that is his role to play.
Yeah.
My role is coach. We want to win.
Of course.
He slapped me because of our personal problems.
Yeah.
So you don't need to bring your personal problems to this. This is work.
Yeah.
Chelsea will regret this, but maybe let's wait and see. But Diego Costa is heading to Atletico Madrid, according to information.
Well, Santos, Pirota is
You
not
like
here
Otai?
today.
I know you like him.
No,
a
I
lot.
don't like him.
I know.
I've just worked with him for so many years. I'm used to the name in my head. But you and I regret him.
Sure.
Why not? Thank you so much for being here for this edition of Sports Galore. Next Monday, you're here, right?
I must.
Okay. Well, thank you so much to the producer of the show, Othman Sempewe, executive producer, Mr. Dean Chivirige. You're the best. Thank you so much for making sure that we have an edition of Sports Galore every Monday. Why wouldn't I forget to say thank you to the viewers of UBC that make sure that we are number one. Quality programming is on next. Why don't you have a beautiful afternoon watching UBC, because we are number one.